As a young girl, I was a tomboy. I was quite tenacious, and I was a massive, massive nerd. I read loads and loads. And I would say I still do and am a lot of those things, but I think they probably propagated in a different way, manifesting in an adult form.
When you were a nerd as a little girl, how did it manifest then?
Oh, I had my nose in a book all the time. I was fascinated by biology and science. I would play in the woods all the time, and I would bring back, like, I found a cocoon, Mom, and can we put it on the top of the oven, see if it will hatch? And I was fascinated by fossils and geology. So yeah, I think I was just fascinated by life and specifically science.
And that definitely exists today in your life, doesn't it? That must be a core driver in your life and what you do, that fascination with science.
Yes, I think so. I think that
Technology.
Science is the answer. Like, I think we are ruthlessly committed to better life through science in my business. And I think we utilize lots of different types of science, technology, and science from a material point of view to do really great things. It's not voodoo and it's not magic, but it feels like that sometimes.
Now, your business, Nourished, is an incredibly successful supplement brand. We're going to be hearing about how it is literally one of the most personalized experiences anybody could ever imagine from a supplement. But start by telling me a bit about how you got here, how you got to where you are today, and how it all came out of the sweets industry.
So I actually became an accidental entrepreneur when I was 23. When I was in university doing an MBA at Lancaster, I started a company to get a good grade, basically, and it ended up doing well. So I stayed to run that business, and although it did get me an A, I didn't actually love it. It was really perfunctory. So I sold the company as soon as I could, and I took the money from that business to start my first food brand, which was a passion project I built for myself. I was a vegetarian since the mid-1990s, way before there was aisles in the supermarket full of vegan and vegetarian options. Funnily enough, the only thing I missed was gummy candy. And so I tried to find gummy candy without gelatin, and I just couldn't find anything that didn't taste like wax or have gelatin in it. So I decided to learn hydrocolloid science. I ended up attending lectures that I wasn't enrolled in at the uni and started playing around with different gelling agents in my kitchen. I made a huge number of different trials and ended up with a really cool recipe based in a vegan gel that comes from lily pads, and was then really tasked to find somebody to make it for me. I ended up making it in some of the largest manufacturing sites in the world for gummy, and learned how to make gummy from them, which was a huge honor and a privilege. But I was really frustrated by the limitations of these technologies. They can't change. You have to make huge amounts of the same thing. And to do a new product development took years. And so when I sold that company to Cloetta in 2014, I decided I wanted to create a new manufacturing technology, despite never having used 3D printers before in my life at that time. I bought them off the internet, took them apart, put them back together, taught myself G-code, and developed another hydrocolloid technology which made for 3D printable gummy. I launched that as confectionery because that is exactly where I came from. It was called Magic Candy Factory. You could make your face in candy. You could make a 3D unicorn. You could draw a picture and turn it into candy. And it was delightful and wonderful. But I realized about 18 months in that this technology that we had built was so much more powerful than the area where we pointed it. And so one day,
you had this incredible tech, but you point it into sweets.
Yeah.
Can I just say, you must have really craved gummies in order to go on this journey. I mean, you must have been like, I will not accept a life without gummies. Because this is incredible that you went through all this technology and learning in order to create gummies that you could have yourself. It's amazing.
Yeah, I think it's good when you are your target market, right? But when I was doing the design work and like the research on that project, I realized that I was not the only one. It wasn't just vegetarians. It was people following kosher diets.
Yeah,
and halal diets.
It's a big market now, isn't it?
It is way bigger.
It's huge,
yeah, it is way bigger. And so by learning about that and all the other diets, I think I became more empathetic to the variety of different requirements that people had. And so everything we make now and everything I've made since has been what we call inclusive. So it's free from allergens, it's free from animal product, it's made from natural colors, flavors, and ingredients. And so it's safe for as many people as possible to eat.
So the Magic Candy Factory was a 3D printing gummy business, but you were printing people's faces. It was more of it was a very creative, artistic product.
Yeah, that's right. So you had to go, you didn't have to go, but most people did. They went into Dubai Mall or
Yeah.
John Lewis stores. We had them
Yeah.
in John Lewis, and we had them in Dylan's Candy Bar in the US. And you would go in and you would engage with an app, and you could upload a photo and make a sweet selfie. Or
Yeah.
you could draw a picture, you could write words, you could upload a logo. We did a lot of gummy logos. And you could make edible greeting cards. There was so many things you could do, and it would print it out for you in whatever color and flavor you wanted in 5 minutes. And so it taught people to be the creator of their own product. And I think it was a huge leap forward for 3D printing of food. It was the first FSA and FDA compliant food printer ever.
And I don't think people think of 3D printing and food in the same sentence.
I think more so
Even
now, but then absolutely not. We were really the first ones to do it in a big way. And still, even today, very few people are doing 3D printing of food other than to do like testing, trialing, prototyping, which is what you see them use it for in industrial use as well. So they're building like a plane, they build parts with it, and then they eventually make them out of metal in a more traditional way. And no, today we build all of our own 3D printers. We have 7 designs live right now, many that have been retired because they've been surpassed by new development. And every machine in our facility is made by us and is able to make a unique product each time for each person.
What I think is so interesting about you is firstly how you start this journey with sweets and then realize actually this technology can do so much better and or have so much more of a positive impact in a different niche. And then also how you don't think of yourself first as a brand, but as a technologist.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think of our company as a technology business.
Yeah.
So Nourished is our brand for preventative health. So Nourished is absolutely a brand, and I love it, and I'm super proud of it, and it has so much further to go. But our company is called Remedy Health for that reason, because Remedy Health is a technology developer who develops technology that can be used.
Talk me through the Nourished product that your customers know and love and how it works. They go through a survey. I mean, it's personalization in a way that I don't believe is being done by anybody else in the country to the degree that you're personalizing it. Tell us what exactly it is that you do.
The consumer can go online and engage with a consultation questionnaire. If they have biometric data like me and 23andMe, or maybe they have a blood test that's recent, they can upload it and it will be added into the algorithmic logic, but it's not necessary. The algorithm that we have is AI enabled and was built before ChatGPT. I had to do it by hand, and not just me. I had a team of about 9 people reading clinical trials. We have over 100,000 clinical trial data points in our data lake, which basically are benchmarked against the answers you provide and the data you provide, and tagged and then put into order with intelligent logic. And so we're able to take that information about your health, your lifestyle, your goals, and then we are able to produce a recommendation of the 7 best nutrients at the right dosages for the benefits that will best suit you.
And is every single person different?
Every single person is different. We don't hold stock of anything. Everything is being made on demand. So if you order your product today, it will be made either this afternoon or tomorrow morning, and you will have it by the 3rd day. It is the freshest product you can buy, and literally each one has your name on it. You have your own back-of-pack label. It's customized just for you, and it has also got a flavor profile that you choose based on preference alone, because adherence is actually a huge part of the problem with healthy habits. So allowing people to enjoy choosing a flavor, change your flavor every month if you want, makes no difference to me. Doesn't change the cost.